What's up, Sports Wars? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today I owe you an apology. I owe you a sincere apology because it's my job to make sure that you get the most important news. And I'm a few days late on this. But when the greatest player in the history of college football, maybe the greatest athlete that's ever stepped on any competitive field, when there is a story involving that person, we should be faster. We should get to this story sooner. And I am a few days late on this. But we are here to report on it now. So here we go. Greatest college kicker of all time, Sarah Fuller, was benched by Vanderbilt women's soccer for a freshman goalie in Vandy's NCAA tourney game, the biggest of the season. That's right. Sarah Fuller, the single greatest athlete in the history of humanity, ladies and gentlemen. Sarah Fuller, benched for a freshman. Sarah Fuller was all of the rage for entering a Vanderbilt football game and handling a kickoff last fall. But her full-time sport is soccer, and this season didn't end well either for Fuller or the Commodores. This is this is identity politics. This is why identity politics is such a ridiculous thing. This woman was celebrated like she was the greatest, most important athlete of our lifetimes. Anyway, instead, Vandy was bounced from the NCAA women's tournament, losing 2-0 to Penn State over the weekend, and Fuller didn't even get to play. Instead, the senior goalkeeper was replaced by freshman Kate Devine, who made her first career start. The decision to bench Fuller was based on play or overall performance, Vanderbilt Sports Information Director said in a statement. Vanderbilt coach Darren Ambrose said beforehand he was making the move from Fuller to Devine because he felt it put the team in the best position to win. The decision won't be made because Sarah Fuller has been in the limelight for football, Ambrose said. It will be made based on what our goalkeepers have done for the last month or two. The people that have the biggest questions aren't at my practices every day. Wait a minute. So you're telling me that the most qualified person for a position should get the position? It's almost like that's what we've been preaching for a long, long time. But, you know, this is how identity politics ruins everything. Sarah Fuller should have never known her name. But we knew her name because she was the right gender in the right environment so they could celebrate her mediocrity. And then she got invited to the White House. I mean, she was on the cover of all of these, magazines and websites. For what? Because of identity politics. That's why. It's absolutely ridiculous. Vanderbilt was seeded number 16 in the tourney, finishing the season 9-6-1 mark. Meanwhile, at the time, Outkick founder Clay Travis called Fuller's college football kickoff a manufactured stunt by former Commodores coach Derek Mason in an attempt to save his job. First of all, I don't blame in any way Sarah Fuller for the media ridiculousness that has followed her kicking one time to begin the second half for Vanderbilt, he said, but this feels like a manufactured stunt far more than any sort of significant sports story. Vanderbilt has a punter that punted the ball 7 times during Saturday's game for an average of 43 yards per kick. It is regular in college football or the NFL for a kicker or punter to get injured and for someone else to do their job because there aren't enough roster spots to justify having backup kickers and having backup punters. Absolutely. And of course, Sarah Fuller got to address the team at halftime. Yes, she got to address the team at halftime. Either way, you all remember this ridiculous story, so I'm not breaking any news to anyone there. But yeah, it is ridiculous. Again, identity politics is a disease. Identity politics is trash. I always said I didn't necessarily blame Sarah Fuller, but she totally took full advantage of the situation, which again, I'm not sure I blame her for that either. But ultimately, you want to be highlighted. You want to win positions and get, recognition for the job that you do, not because of identity politics. And this is just what we're seeing across the board in the entertainment industry, in movies, in video games, in sports. In politics, it's all about the identity. It's all about elevating people based on their identity, and then also tearing people down based on their identity if they're not the right identity. But then you have people that are non-white dudes that have a different opinion than the mainstream and the far left want them to have, and then suddenly they don't act like those people exist, because it's all about the narrative that can be built around your race and your gender. Identity politics is a disease. It's that simple. It's ruining everything. And this Sarah Fuller story is just more proof of the nonsense that we are dealing with on a consistent basis with all of this crap. I'm so sick of it. You're sick of it. Anybody with a working brain is tired of it. Anybody with the slightest bit of common sense is tired of it. It's ridiculous. But that is where we are. We do have a few things going on over at Geeks and Gamers, and I wanted to tell all of you about it. We've got a few things I'm going to pull up here, but we have a Locals community, and I'm hoping you will join us over on Locals right there. There is our Locals community on the trending page, Geeks and Gamers, the Rubin Report. You see Kim Iverson there. There's a lot of names you probably recognize. Tulsi Gabbard has a Locals community. There's Outkick the Coverage right there. Andy No, Viva Barnes Law. So many cool people. You probably can't see the Babylon Bee, but it's there, and it's a really awesome situation that we have over on Local, so I hope you guys will join us. We have a lot of cool things. A lot of people are joining the Locals community. It's really cool to connect with all of you. There's also going to be video uploads over on Locals, along with live streaming capability in the very near future. That's also, something that you can support us on, along with geeksandgamers.com, our website, which is the most important thing you can support us on, is the website right now. You can sign up for free. You can jump in the forums for free. We're going to be really picking up a lot of the articles and the content that we're producing over on geeksandgamers.com. You're going to be seeing a lot of different style articles from myself and people on this team. I am very, very excited for the future of Geeks and Gamers and for the future of everything that we are creating with places like Locals. It is awesome. So thank you guys for the support. Screw identity politics. We are so tired of it. We're not going to stop calling it out here at Sports Wars. We're not going to stop calling it out here at Geeks and Gamers. We're going to continue to move forward. We're going to continue to tell it like it is, and we're not going to let anybody stop us. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and we will talk to you later.